In this example, we're going to look at how to write a polynomial in its factored form. Here we have a cubic trinomial. The first thing I notice is that all three terms in this trinomial share the variable x, so they have a common factor. With any factoring problem, the first step is always to factor out a greatest common factor if one exists. In this case, that being x. So I'm going to start off by just factoring out that greatest common factor of x. And that will leave me with a linear factor of x and a quadratic trinomial factor of x squared minus 2x minus 15. And then I have to think back to previous sections. We factored quadratic trinomials. So now I need to try to see if I can factor this quadratic trinomial with an a value of 1. So I need numbers that multiply to negative 15 that also add up to this middle number of negative 2. Go ahead and set up the structure of that. Try to factor that trinomial into two binomial factors. Numbers that multiply to negative 15 could be negative 1 times 15. Could be 1 times negative 15. Could be negative 3 times 5, or it could be 3 times negative 5. Those are all my factors of negative 15. Looking at those factors, if I find a pair of those that adds up to negative 2, this b value here in the middle, that looks like this last pairing of positive 3 and negative 5. So I'm going to go ahead and factor this as x plus 3 and x minus 5. And at this point, I have this, originally this cubic trinomial. I now have it written in its factored form. It's completely factored into three linear factors. As a matter of fact, I have a linear monomial, and then a linear binomial, and another linear binomial.